Yes, as I walk through the uncanny valley of death, you shall fear no evil, for I am that evil.
I'm suspicious that these gremlins got brought back to New York before 9/11.
You think it was? You think it was them that caused it?
Yeah, I think the government was covering up that Gremlins did it.
Or maybe that's what William Shatner saw on the plane in the Twilight Zone.
Oh no.
Did you see where it seems to be going ahead that we're actually making a third one?
It would be a fourth one. Didn't Adam Scott do one of those in the Jordan Peele series?
No, a third Gremlins.
Oh, yes, I did, and Joe Dante's not
Wait,
involved, so I don't
wait,
really.
a fourth what? 9/11? What was the other two?
No, William Shatner did the Terror at 10,000 feet or whatever it's called. Then John Lithgow did one in the movie, and then Adam Scott did a version of it also.
I never saw the movie. Did the movie not like? Is there another movie where they killed kids on set by accident?
Yeah, John Landis killed some kids. Yeah. No, they still released the movie.
Little funeral fees cost a lot.
Yeah,
Need
they
to make
still
it
got to
back
make the
somehow.
money back.
You think there'd be a way to make a tax write-off when you accidentally kill kids with a helicopter?
Yeah, you think maybe they could charge it to the company card, all the funeral processions. Good God, I'm
Paying
not
up,
leaving this in. This is a family
paying
movie.
up your shop pay 3 in 1 for like wee Benjamin and Sarah's funeral
Well, it
cost.
was. I think it was an actor, Vic Morrow, and then the two kids. Maybe you got a 3-in-1. Maybe you pay for the guy.
Oh yeah, maybe it's like a 3-for-1 deal because it was one incident.
Yeah, you could stuff two of them into one little unit there.
What coffin?
Yeah, you could fit two kids in an adult-sized coffin.
I mean, they got hit by a helicopter. End result, you could probably
You
fit
might
them
be
in a
able to
bag.
fit all of them in just like a little jar at that point. Yeah.
Oh, you called it, yeah, an actor and 2 kids.
Yeah, Vic Morrow was his name, right?
You Google image it, and the third photo is just the 2 children. Oh no 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 no! Maybe it was the Gremlins that caused it.
I think it was. I
Oh,
think the Gremlins are, uh, more notorious than people give them credit for.
there's no way you can keep any of this in.
No, definitely not. This is horrible. Nat watched this with her kid. Did you see
Right,
we got an email?
I did not see we got an email. I've been too busy searching both my emails for the hope of getting free bus pass back.
No. Yeah, I told Nat when we were recording, so she sent an email titled, and I'm not going to read these anymore so we can both react to them, but what Gen Alpha thinks about Gremlins.
What Gen Alpha thinks about Gremlin.
Yeah, so Nat emailed in on behalf of her daughter.
I was watching it and I was like, the entire film, I was like, oh no, if Nat we mention this, Nat's going to bring up the whole racist connotations of this movie and make us feel bad about liking it. That's all I could think about.
Oh.
I was like, she's too woke to let this one be.
Yeah, well, it's not as bad as Gavin and Stacey. I've been watching Gavin and Stacey, and that's got some suspicious stuff in it.
What do you mean suspicious?
There's there's a character in Gavin and Stacey who's named Chinese Alan, and he's just a white guy. And then every time he enters a room, he goes, "Did anybody order some Chinese?"
Well, I mean, if he always brings you Chinese, that's a fair nickname, is it not?
He never brings any food. He just says that.
It's like
You're right. If they also had like
yeah.
a pizza Stanley, maybe it would be a little more defensible. No, there's some bad stuff in Gavin and Stacey. That's just from the time.
It's like, have you ever heard the Danny Brown lyric? Got a Mexican homie named Chinese Mike.
No, no, I didn't.
I love Danny Brown. I might go see him when he comes. Pisses me off. The Quedeca show, he didn't play any of his Danny Brown collab tracks, and they're some of his best.
One more time? I didn't catch that.
Said
I was
the
texting
Quedeca
someone to make sure
concert,
they don't call me during this.
the Quedeca concert I went to last night, he didn't play any of the Danny Brown collab tracks there. I was pissed off. It was like some of his best music. It was quite funny because the Quedeca thing with why can't I speak? The Quedeca concert was posted in a church, and then and from the top pews, a guy in the back right sang "This is Charlie Kirk" in like an operatic voice, and it echoed across the entire concert hall.
What the hell?
Even
All
Quedeca's
right.
not the show, and he's like, "Wait, you guys have that here as well." It sounded rather beautiful.
Interesting. I like that. Did you get any trivia for this? I don't really like sourcing it from IMDb, so I found a couple trivia points that are posted in a couple places, but I didn't do a lot on it.
I have had no time to watch this movie aside from literally right here. I've had no time to get anything. The trivia shall come
Fair,
back
fair.
in January when I can actually have physical time to like even tonight I'm gonna get like 5-6 hours sleeping and I'm back at work. And tomorrow my mattress is coming, so I have to spend night fixing my mattress, and then the next day my bed is coming, so I have to build my bed.
Fucking hell. Oh, did you have to order a new bed because of the incident?
No, I had to order the new mattress because of the incident, but the bed has been. I always break my beds. This bed's been on a slant for a while. This is like my third bed in the last 2 years.
Damn.
I've got a
Your
metal one
girlfriend must
coming.
be happy.
That you can't keep this secret. Because you're gonna get a photo in like 2 months. The metal frame of the bed just turn at the side. It's,
Love that.
they always snap in the centre. I always get a wooden bed frame and they always.
Well, yeah, you gotta level it out somehow. That's where all the pressures are going.
Yeah, but you think a double bed would be designed for 2 people and not break?
Fair. That's true. You would expect that.
It's a production flaw. Imagine if everyone sat on your couch at once and it cracked in.
Let me
Like,
make a
yeah,
note.
sure. Make a note.
Yeah, just of my I have one interesting piece of trivia and one goofy piece of trivia. And that's good enough. Okay. Let me get my burp out. Excuse me. Welcome to the Uncanny Valley. Today we're talking about Gremlins from 1984, directed by Joe Dante. I love this movie.
And
Everyone loves this. I don't feel like
everyone
that's
loves this
controversial.
movie. Like how you left out big man Steven Spielberg. You know his name's
He doesn't?
everything on this movie.
Oh, true. He's the producer. He's the big star. But I feel like that has overshadowed other people actually made this movie. Written
Joe
by
Dante's
Christopher
kind of
Columbus.
goated. Have you seen his filmography? He made Small Soldiers as well. No, it was the same man.
I need to watch Small Soldiers again, honestly.
Oh, again, I thought you were going to say you've never seen Small Soldiers. That's a bit of
I've only
different.
seen it once, and it was in an art class in high school.
But if you're watching Small Soldiers in an art class,
He also played Teaching Miss Tingle. I don't know, he just put random shit on because he was a fun
yeah,
teacher.
I'm looking at his filmography. He's got a bunch of weird, like, trashy 80s movies. Small
Looney
Soldiers,
Tunes back in
Gremlins 1
action
and
is
2.
fun.
Twilight movie. Twilight Zone movie. We're just talking about.
Oh no. Oh god, yeah, that's gonna be cut. No one's gonna hear what we talked about for the Twilight Zone movie. You can guess. You can guess. He did Inner Space. I need to watch Inner Space.
The hell's Inner Space?
Inner Space is the movie where Dennis Quaid gets shrunk down and they put him in someone's body. It's like Osmosis Jones, but before Osmosis Jones.
Holy shit, he's got like a
I think.
5-hour movie called The Movie Orgy. And it seems to be like
I
an
watch that every weekend.
NSFW cartoon movie.
I'm
It's
seeing
made
7 hours.
1968. Was it 7 hours? Good God. White Eisenhower's in it, John Lennon, Paul McCartney, it's all
What
archive
the hell?
footage. Hold on, it's
Piranha
like,
is like his first directing effort, as far as I'm aware. I guess live action.
I've never seen Piranha either. So I'm looking at his.
He did the movie Orgy, and then he also did The Hole at some point. I see you, Joe Dante.
Did they do them one after the other?
I don't know. You got to take a little pill for that.
Did they?
All
He
right, let's
edited the movie. Okay,
family
we're
movie.
getting off track.
Yeah, this is a family movie. We're already getting way off track.
Oh, we're not. We're not a family cast. I wouldn't say. Well,
No, we're not. Every episode is going to be marked explicit because we can't help ourselves.
I'm Scottish. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna call someone a cunt. I'm pretty sure my note has cunt in it at least 3 times.
I'm not
Of the
surprised.
notes. It's like an
So,
endearing term called a cunt by a Scottish person. But it's kind of like,
I've
see how
heard.
the word fuck is like the most, like the word that has the most uses in the English language because it can mean anything. Cunt similar in Scotland. Everything's a cunt. Everyone's a cunt.
Love
It's whether
that.
you're a good cunt or a bad cunt.
Ubiquity is what we all crave.
Should we actually get into the? No, we can't get into the racist intro because you've got a strange intro.
Oh yeah, I wanted to mention the Turner Classics Movies intro that they put on HBO in front of this, which just went longer than I thought it would, but I didn't skip it because all it was doing was telling you who directed it, what else they directed, who wrote it. I thought that was kind of neat. Normally, movie
That's
trivia would be about Steven Spielberg producing it or something, you know?
that's really cool. Have you had that for any other movies on HBO?
Nope, just that one. Tells you who
Crazy.
stars in it. Yeah, it's neat. I like it.
More movies should do that. It's kind of like the end of the Mr. Bean movie where he stops and goes, "I like to read the credits too."
That's funny.
Here's a wee look at all
I
the
haven't seen the
credits.
Mr. Bean movie.
You've not seen the Mr. Bean movie?
No,
He's an icon. Have you not seen the Mr. Bean movie?
I've seen stuff from his show. I haven't seen the movie.
Have you seen Johnny English?
Nope.
Oh,
Might be
you've
an
not
American thing.
looked into Rowan Atkinson? He's in a
I've
new
seen Rat
Netflix movie
Race.
called. Is that the Seth Green movie?
I don't remember. I know John Lovitz is in it.
I don't know who that is, but
Okay. It's a movie where everyone's like running across country to win a prize, and then Rowan Atkinson has narcolepsy, so he keeps falling asleep.
oh wait, you've seen Scooby Doo.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're right. He plays Emil Mondavarius.
You know the goat. You know the goat.
Yeah, of course. He worked his way into my childhood somehow.
Oh, so we need to start with the shaky intro, don't we?
Yeah, we open on a bustling Chinatown street with this inventor just wandering around. I can't tell if he's looking to sell stuff or to buy something. I don't really understand why he's here in the first place and why he. I guess they must live in upstate New York or something, because I don't know why he would pay for a big bus trip unless they're in a commutable range,
So it's
close enough for him to just drive.
yeah, because they made it seem like it was like a big venture to get to Chinatown. Even
Yeah,
like
he does.
arrives home like the next day, does he not?
Yeah, well, okay. Let's let's touch back on the intro a little bit, but let's not. weigh on it too much. I'll go right into the home scene once he gets home. The thing I noted is that Gizmo has been in this box, in this wrapping paper, for however long this trip takes. So he doesn't have a dead
No air
gremlin.
holes.
Yeah, he doesn't have a dead gremlin when he gets home, which means it must not be a very long trip.
I just assumed he would like open it up and say hello to him a couple of times. I feel like you wouldn't be able to ignore the little strange hamster creature that's talking to you. I wouldn't put him in a box
That's
at
a good
all. I
point.
just like keep him on
He
my
seemed
lap the
really
entire
curious
time.
about it. Oh, there are air holes on the top, actually. I've got it playing in the background here. The top is sort of a mesh. But then he puts wrapping paper.
Otherwise, like you need to open it right now. To the
That's what he says.
Schrodinger's
He says this
Gizmo.
will not wait for Christmas.
He is suffocating, please. Please, Billy.
So maybe
Imagine
it's
your
like a
dad just,
brain damaged Gizmo that we have in this movie.
oh, I mean, he's in a basement for most of his life with an old man smoking like cigarettes out of.
I think Gizmo has suffered hypoxia before the events of this movie.
I mean, he does certainly look rough in this one compared to the next one.
It's true. His eyes can't stay open in half the scenes.
Like Gizmo in the first Gremlins looks like the abused version of Gizmo from the second Gremlins. His fur's all matted and he's like slobbery and he's half asleep the entire time. He's got a little pudgy belly, so the Chinese man must have been feeding him good. He was in Chinatown.
Yeah, but not feeding him past midnight, so spoiling him, and then he probably doesn't understand why he's not eating past midnight.
Well, Gizmo's
Although we'll get
intelligent.
to it later on, he's pretty committed to it. He's offered food and he does not take it.
Yeah, he's a smart little man. He's smarter than half of the characters in the movie.
Yeah, I like it. That's he's the hero of the movie. That's something that was deliberated. I think that was Steven Spielberg's big input on the movie was he needs to be the hero. Billy can't be the final touch in the movie.
Well, do you know one thing I noticed? See, okay, in the opening scene where he's buying them from the Chinese man, he offers $200 for this unknown animal that he's never seen before in his life. I did the conversion. That's only $620. Like the Chinese man's son's like mind blown that he whipped out this amount of cash and put it on the table. That's the price of a PlayStation. Like
Very
where are you
true.
getting? Some dogs you wouldn't be able to get for that amount of money.
No, like I guess I'd call them designer dogs can get up to $5,000. Probably more. I'm sure a pug or something would be more than that.
What's your feelings in the bathroom, buddy? Would you be copping a bathroom, buddy?
I might cop a bathroom buddy, honestly. It seems helpful. There's a lot of stuff on there. None of it works right, but at least it's all
No,
there.
it's only anything that involves a liquid or a gel that doesn't work right. Everything else seems to go according to plan.
True.
You just have to
I like
not
that it has
fill it up.
nail clippers on it.
Got nail clippers. It's
You
got a
always
little
need nail
shaving
clippers
razor.
when you don't have them, and then when you have them around, you don't need them.
I guarantee he's got a Swiss Army knife installed in that. He's probably got a little bottle opener, a little pen knife, a little corkscrew.
Probably has a butterfly knife in there somewhere. Hit a button
They
and
should
it
have kept
pops
that
out
as
the
a
top.
scene. When he got back to town, he could have whipped out his little butterfly knife and started fighting his way.
Love that. We
Oh,
do
that would
get
have been so
someone stabbing a gremlin, which is amazing.
good. in a very brutal fashion.
Yeah,
If that would have been a good character arc, if at the end he came back and his bathroom buddy came in clutch, as he had to fight
it
his way
would
through
be.
an army.
Although I'll say, and we'll get to it. We'll talk more about it. But he basically set up a Home Alone house for his wife to save herself from the gremlins. Like
It was more
the
his wife was
the
smart
mom
enough to go
character
on.
is the one who has to figure out how to use all the devices. so she gets a lot of credit for it. But all these devices being in the home really helped out.
She's the Batman of the Gizmo world.
She is. That's my favorite scene in the movie, maybe.
Oh, there's like 2 scenes, but that one's up in competition.
I did want to say
It's
also about that first scene. Where does the dad
yeah,
get the instructions from?
the
Because
Chinese man.
the
What do you mean?
guy, no, he doesn't sell it to him. He says, I won't do this. And then the kid comes out back and says, give me the money. Here's the toy. Here's the little animal. Maybe that after it cuts to black, that kid's telling him, but the kid doesn't seem so worried about the safety. You know what I mean?
I don't think the kid cares, but he's probably also like, yeah, you don't cause an apocalypse with this little thing. I'll give you the rundown real fast.
True. You just have to assume that kid told him about it. Yeah.
He was desperate for that PlayStation.
I like to think that he just didn't give the money to the shop owner, but the shop owner gives the money back at some point, so he had
He
to
comes back, he's like, Dad, he stole him. He's running away
have.
now.
I wish that would be funny.
Okay,
So
well,
we get a
after
good
that,
bit of sequences of inventions in the home, which is I was cackling through this intro. It's a lot of stuff that just does not work, and it's very funny.
you're getting a. Are you watching like a director's cut, maybe? I'm
No,
watching
I
it as we
can't do.
speak. I'm looking at the town. We've got credits.
Oh well, no, you're right. You're right. I'm jumping forward a little too much.
So we're at a little Christmas tree shop, and reason Corey Feldman disguised as a Christmas tree.
Crazy. Forgot he was in this movie, and it astounded me to see him looking so young. Even though I love Gremlins or the Goonies,
Do
not used
you
to
think
seeing him.
that was in script, or do you think Corey Feldman just disguises himself as trees and hides in bushes?
I think he slipped onto the movie set. Yeah, and they said, "Oh shit, well this guy's a name actor, so we'll just throw him in."
He ran over from the Goonies set and tried to hide.
I
What have we
have a
got next?
theory that Corey Feldman is in this movie. We'll get to it.
You have a theory that Corey Feldman is in this movie?
No, that he dies in the movie. His character dies.
Okay, well,
I'll get to
that'll be
why. It's
much,
not.
much
I
later
don't
on.
think it's scripted, but I like putting it in.
You got a little head cannon.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We got a
So,
good. It's a really great view of the town. This town is the same town they used for Back to the Future. It's the Universal Studios backlot.
oh shit, is there any other movies that was used for? It's interesting.
Yes, a lot. I can't think of any off the top of my head. I'll look some up. But it's a pretty, for Universal movies, it was a pretty popular thing to use because you could just set dress it pretty easily. And because it's a town square, you only really need the facade of buildings. You don't really need to build them out too much.
Yeah, it was like we seen in Maxine, where she's running through the Universal lot.
I haven't seen Maxine yet. That's cool that they put that in there.
Uh, thought you definitely would have seen Maxine by now. Come on, Chris.
I
It's
liked
bad.
X.
It's Mia Goth.
I liked Pearl less, and I just didn't expect to like Maxine that much. I do like Mia Goth.
What do you think about Billy's racist neighbour?
Oh, is this Mr. Futterman?
Yeah, for some
The
reason
guy in the bomber jacket?
he sees Billy's car not working and immediately blames immigrants.
I did not catch that line, I'll be honest. That's wild.
No, it was
He
like,
was
oh,
pretty goofy.
it was. Do you not remember? It was like, oh, you should have got a classic American car. We're sending all these things over. Our cars is.
Oh, no, you're right about that. And then I did clock it. Later in the movie, he's frustrated with his TV, and he's saying it's just the foreign. We should have gotten a different TV.
He's also disgusted at how dare a Spanish movie come up on his television.
That was so funny to me. Because then after that, he says, there's nothing coming up. Man, you could have just taking a second to culture yourself here. Watch whatever this is.
I would say, for all he knew, it could have been a banger it was on.
Yeah,
Can't think of
he doesn't
any
know.
Spanish
Totally.
bangers off the top of my head, but I'm sure there's some.
Yeah, especially any that were out at the time. Wouldn't be as in tune with.
I don't get why. Billy, our protagonist, he wants to be like a comic book artist, and it's kind of like touched on, but it's not brought back. This was the whole thing with him being in a bank, because he doesn't seem the type that would work in a bank.
I think there's just not a lot of job opportunities.
I mean, he could be fixing people's cars. Clearly, there's not a
Do you
man in
think
town
he
that
would
can
want to be
attempt
a
to fix a
mechanic
car.
when he grows up around this inventor nut dad?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like father like son, isn't it? You could install
No, both my parents are
a little
lawyers, and it made me
toothpaste.
never want to be a lawyer.
You can install a little toothpaste dispenser inside the car. A wee razor blade pop up.
Horrible, horrible.
Gonna say a cigarette lighter, but don't some cars already have those?
Yeah, they do. Although it's not like maybe he could actually have an extendo arm with the lighter on it. That would have
We're
helped
also
out. That would have helped get some gremlins out of your car.
we're introduced to Miss Deagle here, who is the one that causes the cuntage in my notes. I've just nicknamed her the Christmas cunt.
That's fair. I'm not going to repeat that, but I don't disagree.
We're introduced by her making hungry
Marrying
children
ahead.
homeless.
Oh, this is horrible. I will say these hungry children are very well dressed,
Well, it's
but it's
Christmas.
good. It's a cold season.
You need to look your best.
Yeah, you need to be warm.
I like my little matching beanies. I'm watching them right now. It's painfully a luminous orange.
Very cute. Yeah, very cute.
She enters the bank threatening to hot and dry Bill's dog for smashing her snowman ornament.
Amazing Scrooge moment of I don't want your money, I want your dog. I want your dog's life.
I
His
do, I do,
restitution.
I like it during the threats. You pan to a random man, it just goes, "Yeah, that'll do it, all right." Reference or cooking the dog alive.
There's a lot of good people in the background in these town scenes. You see Mr. Futterman like a moment before when she's telling the kids to go hungry.
Barney's a smart dog. He could somehow untie himself from under Bill's desk. And I guarantee you, my dog, the concept of a rope knot would bewilder him. Never mind being able to undo it himself.
My dog would strangle himself trying to just run away from the rope around. No, he would
You
not
just look.
understand.
Just imagine you sitting at your desk, you look down, your dog's. It's like first your dad suffocates a mogwai in a box. Your dog kills itself under the bank. Bank. Be
If
called the
our
bank
lead
desk.
character was Phoebe Cates' character, that might have actually happened. She has some bad luck.
I don't like her character, man. I feel
No,
like
it's pretty useless. She's there
she's
for a
a
good
Debbie
monologue.
Downer, and then she trauma
Yeah,
dumps at the end in the middle of a very stressful situation for everybody.
it's well delivered. It's a good deadpan comedic monologue.
I did note during this scene, and it comes up quite a few times throughout the movie. The music is like it's almost orchestral, but it's like your standard like Christmas horns and bells that we use for it. Almost every song in this is like a different rendition on Gizmo's little singing that he does to himself.
It's
Like here, I
so
think
good.
it's
The score
Born,
is half
and
of this
later
movie.
on, it's the same melody, but it's done with like Christmas bells. There's a very like
Yeah, and
warm and cozy vibe it gives.
they work like Christmas carols into the music in a really great way. The soundscape is fantastic.
What do you think about Billy's boss trying to rizz up Kate with the fact that he has cable TV in his house?
I missed that. That's funny.
Do you think it's the 1980s version of Netflix and chill?
Everyone's trying to rizz up Kate. I felt bad for her. Mr.
Well, I think
Futterman
she's the
is trying to lay some game.
well. I mean, I think that's the only young woman in the entirety of the town.
And it is a 1980s Phoebe Cates, in fairness.
But you know, if you her like introduction scene, she has the neck of like a slam band lead singer. For some reason, in this one scene, she has the garfiest neck known to man, and then never again for the entire film. It looks like
You were paying more attention to the fine details than I was this time.
Were you high this time?
No, no,
No,
stone
you were
sober.
behaving yourself.
I have been. I have been.
He's like, that's for later on. Don't worry about it.
That that's right. Yeah, you saved that. Although
Yeah,
Gremlins, good movie to get crazy for. It's very goofy. The energy is off the charts.
we've come back to Barney's home. What do you think of the egg cracker? The egg cracker's kind of sick, I think. See if you worked out the kinks.
No, because you would be getting lots of shells in your eggs. I feel like
Yeah, that's the
it
kinks though.
doesn't.
You have to. I'm sure. See if you put like a little. There must be a way to put like a little egg crack catcher at the bottom. I believe
Maybe
you don't
it's
have
to me
faith
the
in
problem
Billy's
is
dad.
that no. To
I
me, the
think
problem is that it's a single point that you're cracking the egg with. If it were like a clean line of some sort where you could actually get the eggshell open, maybe it would work, but you're just shoving in the eggshell, basically.
yeah, but you have no faith in Billy's dad. To me, he's the
I don't.
1980s Leonardo da Vinci. He has the ideas. He just gets distracted by other ideas too fast, and he never manages to fully complete what he was going for.
A half-finished idea doesn't count as a good idea in my book.
Tell that to Leonardo da Vinci. Do you know how many people go, he invented this? Well, I mean, he half did it, and then he started something else. But he drew it.
Touche, touche. A
I
lot of
mean, did you
camera
not see
flashes
he drew that
from a
man?
window across my street, and then whenever I look over, they stop. Am I being monitored by the FBI?
There'll be that Charlie Kirk conversation earlier, Veronti.
Also something that we would have cut. Yeah.
Trump sent out the drone.
Nothing dubious, thankfully. Let's not let anyone
No,
get suspicious about our politics.
it was a beautiful,
All
beautiful choir
negative thoughts
song.
about Charlie Kirk.
I mean, it was about the song. Very positive about the song.
Very positive about the song, sure.
So
I'm a
we've
bit ahead
already
of you.
discussed.
I'm at Billy now trying to rizz up Kate.
Oh, Billy, I'd see. We've got past Dad almost killing Gizmo. I'm at little Gizmo reveal, and my God, he's as a kid for some reason I preferred the Gremlins 2 look of Gizmo, but see his scruffy, wee, pudgy, little shit of a hamster face in this movie. It is like the cutest thing that's been ever put to any film ever made.
I want one. He's so cute in this movie, especially when he's getting tired or scared. He's very cute.
Like right now, I'm watching Barney the dog trying to interact with him. He's just a friendly little guy. I like that anytime we do a close up to his face, it's clearly a completely different face from when he's far away.
Right,
He's got
yeah.
like a little grumpy man beard whenever it's far away, and then up close he's always got the little Riz eyes on the go. He's a wee charmer.
He is a wee charmer. Are we
Oh
at?
no, he's crying. Oh,
No. Breaks my heart.
we didn't actually go over the rules. I should probably have done that.
Oh, we haven't even mentioned the rules. Yeah. You want to hit the rules for me?
Rule number one: keep them out of light. It seems bright light burns them, similar to a vampire. Number two: you can never get them wet, which I feel it's a bit of a can get them wet. You just have to tame them. And then the third one is never feed them after midnight, which is a discussion we're not going to get into. I'm tired of this. When does midnight stop working? If you're in a different time zone, is it their midnight? If it's
They
daylight
even make a
savings, does
joke
that
about it
change it?
in the second movie. Yeah, it just
It's
doesn't
just
matter like that.
it does not matter at all. It's like the whole vampire. They can't get in sunlight, but the moon reflects sunlight, so shouldn't the moon hurt them as well? It's fuck it. It's a movie. Just let it be.
It's a fantasy movie. Just get over it. Yeah.
The movie is a vehicle to have little monsters and a little cute guy do their thing. That's all it has to be. I've had a half an hour
That should be
discussion
rule
recently.
number one. Don't feed them after midnight.
Yeah, but do you not think
It
people
feels like the
hang more
most
on the
important
last
one.
thing that you say? Because they might forget the earlier rules. They'll probably remember the last thing you say to them.
That's true. Yeah, it's like a set. People remember the first and the last, but the stuff in the middle gets muddy.
Yeah, and that's the muddy rule. You probably could get them wet. You just have to be prepared to have a little demon baby for a couple of years.
True.
What do you think of the other gremlins? I think they're quite cute.
They
Well,
are.
before the metamorphosis.
Go ahead.
I would just keep
Oh,
one.
the other ones before the metamorphosis. You're saying you're not setting up a
Yeah,
point.
yeah, yeah. I'm not saying there's no point to be set up.
Yeah,
Do you
they're all
think that was
cute.
my point?
No, I know. I thought you
Es-
were just saying something else beforehand. They
Especially,
are all
obviously,
cute. I
this
like.
is like jumping ahead a bit. Gremlins 2, the little one that's eating the sweet corn. He just wanted. He was high energy. Had a bit of ADHD, but like, he wasn't harmful.
I think
He
that's the
did throw
only
a bit
thing
of
is
sweet
I
corn.
miss the variety from Gremlins too, which we do get in this movie a little bit later in the bar scene.
Yeah, they've got their own little personalities. It's just kind of hard to think when there's six of them suddenly in the midpoint of the film.
Are you up on? I feel like people for a while have misidentified Stripe as Spike.
Yeah, I can't
Is
want to
there
say
another
Spike as
Spike?
well. I think in the
Weird.
second movie, Spike is maybe the black one that has the little white dashes on his face.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I just
Because in
misremembered, and the subtitle said Stripe, and I got taken aback.
yeah, he's got a little white stripe.
He does. He
Oh,
does. He looks
one
like
sec,
Billy Idol.
one sec. There's no one that's coming up. Sorry about that. We were very rudely interrupted there.
No, you're good. Give me half a second. 35, 15, 40 minutes. I'm just noting it in my notes, so it's not as hard to find. I think this Gremlin Stripe looks like Billy Idol. He has, or maybe like Sting in the Dune movie.
I've never made that connection whatsoever. I just think he looks cool. He like a little mohawk on
Just
the
a
go.
shock of white hair. He does look cool.
Do you have like any random strands of white hair? For some reason, my entire life, I've had in the back of my head a single like strip of white hair.
Interesting.
And I can never see it because it's right in the back of my skull. But I've had multiple people tell me about it.
I'm maybe the wrong person to ask. I have noticed one or two gray hairs in the past couple of years, but my hair is brown on top, red on my beard, and then sort of blonde on my cheeks.
Sorry, I'm not talking grey hair. I'm talking I have a strand of white hair. But
No,
I don't know
nothing
if
like
maybe I
that.
was
Like
so
unpigmented hair, you mean?
yeah, it's like I was so stressed as a teenager. Like I started Marie Antoinette syndrome, and then it stopped itself.
That's the willpower. You stopped it
Is
yourself.
it what? I've got my own little rogue from X-Men on the go.
That's rad. I like that.
But it's not that rad because you can't see it until someone's poking the back of your head, and then you go, "What the fuck?" I've got my dad's next invention listed as the citrus squatter 9000.
Oh Lord. Yeah, I've got a couple notes about his inventions. That thing does not work at all. The thing's horrible.
To be fair, it does work. See if you wanted like an orange puree or a jam, you just have to set up like a little cat guard above it, like a sneeze guard.
You have to put it in a bathtub first under a trash bag.
See, that's the kinks I'm talking about. See if you just market it as orange purifier, or
My favorite
alternatively,
note,
cream. You put
alternatively,
some cream in it. You could have like a kind of fun party moment where you spray the room with cream. Silly string
horrible.
cans.
Absolutely disgusting. You would never clean all that up and it would rot somewhere in the room.
That's why you
Get under
put
your
water in it
floorboards.
next, and you let it back spray the room for you.
You just put a bunch
You
of
could
dish
put
soap in it.
soap in it. Oh, instant room cleaner.
Sure. You know what?
Keys
We
in.
can't test it and verify, so I'll say that would work.
Sales is like 90% marketing. See if you just got like a good behind them. The town
He's
seems to like
got the
Billy.
push. He doesn't quite have the confidence in his own stuff, but he's putting the effort in everything. He knows to have
Yeah,
a
he's
tagline. He has his little business card.
he's hustling. He's getting that bag. He's living
Yeah,
his
yeah.
dreams. Earlier in the movie, they do say that Billy's supporting his entire family, so it would mean his dad has quit his job in order to only make his little inventions.
And when his dad gets home and says something about the inventions, the mom and Billy share a look of like, "Oh, look at our poor sweet child.
Wait, does that
He's
mean
doing his
the
best."
$200 at the beginning was Billy's money?
That's a great question. I was wondering where he got that money if he is hawking inventions, because there's no way he's loaded.
Oh my god, Chris, I'm looking at the cute version of Stripe right now, and it's the cutest fucking thing or been created.
He is
Imagine being the
adorable.
person that made these puppets and then looking at them at the end and being like, I nailed
I would
this one.
steal one. Maybe that's what happened to Gizmo. Maybe that's why they had to make a new one. Someone stole him.
What do you think of the dad's playing card assassination machine?
Hilarious. That yeah, you could kill somebody. My favorite, the two I made notes of are the automatic hammer, that's just a murder weapon, and then the triple spatula, the helicopter spatula. I don't know what you would use that, or is it
Oh,
a
I've
fly
got
swatter?
one of these listed later as another assassination machine. I think I've just got that one listed as a hammer assassination machine.
It's the hammer where he's put a joint right under the head of it, and he's put a bunch of like a what looks like just gas canisters or something in it, so it just hammers back and forth rapidly. This is just a weapon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Surely there must have been a script beforehand where they used these obnoxiously dangerous devices his father keeps making.
You would hope so. You'd hope there's a couple missed moments that they couldn't film because the hammer broke or something. It's fantastic that they actually made these things. I wonder where that hammer is.
So as we're going along right now, I'm watching. Now we've got the little evil mogwais after Corey Feldman spilled water on Gizmo like a douche. They're cute. Like right now, they're Yeah, they're a little bitey, but they're just having a party. They don't like Gizmo. But I mean, to be fair,
Oh
Gizmo's
yeah,
like her mum and her dad, so maybe this is just a little rebellious phase.
maybe Gizmo is the responsible one. He doesn't look older than them, but he must be, intellectually older than them since he has been around.
I mean, he's definitely aged. I just watched him play a trumpet rather well.
Hell yeah.
This man's learned jazz instruments.
Give
Isn't
the
Gizmo
child
supposed to
Gizmo.
be like really old? Like really, really old? I'm sure we did like a pre-cartoon where he was in like ancient China.
Oh, I think you're right. They did do that cartoon. I haven't seen it, but it would make sense to me if he's older than the guy selling him.
What age is Gizmo? Hold on. Gizmo is what is the immortal Mogwai? Mortal?
What?
What is Google talking about?
Excuse me? The
It's
dawn
okay.
of
It's
time,
coming up.
Gizmo?
God Gizmo. Maybe all humans came from Gizmo. We just
Put some
evolved over
respect on
time.
Gizmo.
Yet he was in ancient China, but no one's gave an exact age. Oh no, wait. Well, the series takes place in 1920s Shanghai, East China. So he's
He's at
at
least
least
60.
60 by this point in time.
Huh. And let's
My
give
God,
him,
he's
let's
on.
say 65. Let's give him like a minute, because he didn't get born in that show, it sounds like.
Yeah. Okay, well,
Where did he come from? They probably found him in a
China?
forest, like the Oompa Loompas.
But he just grew on a
Yeah, but
tree.
like,
He was like a little cotton plant. Okay, I say the evil Mogwais were just a bit rowdy. They did try to crucify the dog using Christmas lights.
oh, you're so right. They probably thought they did crucify the dog because they left him. They strung him up and left him. So they probably thought they killed him.
We
Maybe
get
they
another.
tied the dog up so that the dog would be stuck there when the sun rose, thinking that the sun would also kill the dog.
Oh, do you think they view him as just a big Mogwai?
Yeah, it's like how dogs just see humans as big dogs, probably. They don't understand.
Yeah, it's like my cats grew up with a dog, so they started to act more like dogs, and now my dog's growing up with cats, and he's starting to act more cat-like.
That's funny. I love that.
We get another invention in the Swamp-Ass coffee machine. Really
Horrible.
sad.
Absolutely disgusting. I don't think they were supposed to be laughing during this. The wife character starts laughing to herself and starts to cover her mouth because it's so goofy. I
To
like to
be
think that
again,
they were supposed to play it straight.
yeah, but again, this is another thing. See if you market it as like a hot chocolate machine, some like nice thick hot chocolate. Oh, Chris, the best hot chocolate I've ever had in my life was in a tiramisu cafe in central Rome. It was like a chocolate sludge. It was like almost
That sounds delicious.
when you hear like hot chocolate, you think like it's kind of watery. No, it was like almost melted chocolate, and it was the most sickening thing I've ever drank in my life, and it was beautiful. I tried to pair
No,
that with
yeah,
a tiramisu, almost
I think
threw
of
up.
the better hot chocolate as being creamier, not more
It wasn't
liquidy.
even creamier. It was just can't even describe it. It was as if you were drinking slightly thinner melted chocolate bars.
Wild. Probably was that.
Insanity. Rome's good for food and drink. It's a shit city, but if you want some good food and drink, it's the place to be.
Okay, noted. Is the next
Um,
scene coming up the science teacher at the school?
yeah, the Billy for some reason takes one of these little mogwai things and goes, "They're in extreme pain and separate into two when you put water on them. Watch this."
Right, and this science teacher is the most irresponsible character in this movie. He's less mature than any child in this movie.
He's also just an
Maybe he's
asshole.
just bored. Maybe. He should be doing
Like,
experiments on actual animals somewhere.
yeah, because like, who gets like this random? Imagine a kid comes into your school and goes, "I found this random animal in China." So you just put it in a cage and then start stealing its blood,
Yeah, you don't call like some sort of authority about it.
or even try and like register it as a discovered species. I'm sure you must get
Yeah,
money
call
for
a
it,
wildlife foundation.
especially when you're like, "Oh, if these animals get slightly damp in this snowy weather, they're going to multiply."
That's honestly the first thing I thought of when I saw that was you need to call the government and try to sell this to them for the military. They would love this shit. They would steal it from you. They wouldn't buy it from you. You would wake up, or no, people would find you in your bed with 3 holes in your neck,
I wouldn't trust.
exsanguinated or something.
No, because you know the first thing the US government would do would go, "What happens if we throw it in the sea?"
Oh
You'd have a
no.
water shortage on Earth.
Oh, all the humans would die. I think you lose if you throw a gremlin in the ocean.
I feel like you could. One man with a machine gun could take out a fair amount of them. I don't think we're getting the upper
That's
hand.
so true. That's so true. They are.
But we do,
I like that they're easy to kill in this. They just are very wily, and people aren't
yeah.
prepared for
It'd be like it's like an army of small rabid dogs. They can do damage to you, but you could easily take one out if you had to. It's like
it. You could
there
kick one
was
to
an.
death.
It's like you ever had the discussion. There was an unlimited amount of 4-year-olds coming at you, one every minute. How many do you think you would kill before they killed you?
One every minute.
Yeah.
I would kill all of them. I mean,
No,
no,
but
if
it's
I would get
unlimited.
tired at some point.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Okay. One every minute is crazy though. You could. This is grim. You could start using 4-year-olds as weapons at some point.
Yeah,
Just
that
start
was what
swinging a
I brought.
4-year-old around.
It's sort of like spinning in a circle.
Yeah, yeah. That would exhaust
My,
you though. That's probably the least. You probably want to go for, I don't know, maybe just like maiming them at some point because it takes too much energy to actually kill somebody,
no, we had this
like
debate
snap a
in
neck.
work for like an hour. My technique would be you knock them down instantly and just stomp hard. So that way it's like a 2-step motion, and then you've got a good 30 seconds to get your energy back before the next one. But then
That
the
makes the
issue
most
comes:
sense to me.
how many 4-year-olds could you stand on a mountain of a corpse of before you start to just fall and drown?
You got to do like 300 at some point. You got to make a wall of them to surprise the next one.
Yeah, but then if it's one every minute, they'd eventually start to pour over. It'd be like World War Z.
Wouldn't it be easier if you could just sit on the top of a mountain and just kick? Although then you're letting them
Yeah,
build in numbers because you're not actually finishing anything at that point.
you're not, and then we just have to climb our way back up. And then how long is your corpse pile tower going to last? And not start to
This is
tip at some point.
horrible. This is the worst episode we've done. Just on a moral and ethical level.
No, there's two God fearing Christians in my work, and they were a part of the discussion. I feel it's okay. It's purely
Those are the
hypothetical,
worst
Chris.
ones
We're not
sometimes.
we're not curb stomping actual 4-year-olds. This isn't a battle
That's
plan.
true. All of this is in theory, and we wouldn't actually do this.
Yeah, how many 4-year-olds could you curb stomp in Minecraft?
In Minecraft.
In a
Uh,
parody movie?
Truly, I probably would make it 40 minutes or so before getting like winded enough that they could start knocking me over. And I think once you're on the floor, it might be over.
Yeah, I thought I could
I don't
go
know
for
if a 4-year-old
good
has the
few thousand.
capacity to understand how to kill you.
No,
Do
but
they
like
even know that
rabbits,
that's what they're trying to do?
I think it's more of just like not very tall. They're just a vessel for attacking you. There was,
4-year-old zombies. That makes it a lot easier.
yeah, the discussion was brought up. Is that the emotional toll get to you first if they're all screaming and crying?
Yes.
At what point would you just
Yeah,
give
thank you for bringing that up. I don't think I could actually do any at that point if I'm really thinking about it.
up?
I
But
would be
do you think
confused and angered by the situation, and I would let myself die.
you're confused and angry, so you start fighting back?
Yeah, maybe if I go into a fugue state because I suffer a mental break.
And then think if they're all like horrified and screaming, at what point, like how many children screaming does it take to make someone just break? Because that's an annoying ass noise. We should probably
Yeah, I
talk about
couldn't take
Gremlins
much of
now.
that. I can't even take much of my dog screaming.
How many of your
When he's
dogs do you
feeling
think
really
you could
spoiled,
kill?
when he's really demanding something, it gets to me pretty quick.
How many of your dogs do you think you could kill in a battle arena like that?
Oh my god, that's a lot. My dog is not very capable of surviving on his own.
I feel like a dog's got a better chance than a 4-year-old though. Could you be take little
They got
nips and
teeth.
bites from every single one?
Yeah, true.
Okay, we should probably talk about Gremlins. Where were we?
Well, I don't know. We're talking about the school science teacher. Oh, I wanted I wanted to mention the bar scene with Mr. Futterman, who says the same gremlins brought down our planes in the big one. This was what made me think about Gremlins during 9/11.
That's probably
Obviously,
cut
it
as
wouldn't have
well.
happened before this, but
Pretty people are lacking the context.
yeah, no,
Okay.
I'm wondering if Gremlins caused 9/11. I think that might be in the very beginning.
Oh, good God. This one's
I'll
went
leave
off the
that one
rails
in.
fast.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Listen,
so
it's the
what
Christmas season. We need to let off some steam. We're both putting up with a lot.
okay, so what's your 9/11 add-on that you were going on with here?
Right
Lead me
there, I
down
think
this
it's
rabbit
the
hole.
whole story is a cover up already. That's what happened with the third plane that was going to hit the Pentagon. That was actually Gremlins.
Where they had beef with the US government.
No, they just got loose.
we were just having a party.
Yeah. No,
That makes
nothing
sense of your
malicious.
theory.
I think that's when this gets too weird. But no, they just happened to be doing it.
Oh, but so like friendly gremlins causing 9/11
Yeah,
isn't weird, but terrorist gremlins causing 9/11's too far.
yeah,
Yeah, that's where we're.
yeah.
Is that where we're calling it today?
That's where we're going. Yeah,
Okay, we're at the doctor to stay on focus.
fucking hell.
Billy leaves one of the Mogwai because he takes him there. He makes the second one, and he's like, "You can have the offspring of the offspring." My first one. Fuck. What's the next scene?
I don't have a doctor written down here. I'm gonna be honest. Uh,
Well, the
my
doctor's a
next
teacher,
note is.
scientist. A lot of respect on
Oh,
his name.
okay. My
Okay,
next note is about when the gremlins eat.
when the gremlins
When
eat.
Billy gives them all chicken wings, and the science teacher is eating, I feel like, the same turkey sandwich that Billy had earlier.
Oh, you think he stole it?
They look pretty similar, but I didn't look too close.
I do like that scene because you get little Gizmo sitting in his comic book. His 5 children are fuck it, they're geeking in the corner, man. Geeking to
He couldn't care
ungodly
less.
levels. He even gets offered a bit of chicken, but it seems he's vegetarian. He's very opposed to the idea. Because to him, he
Very
doesn't even
interesting to
know.
me that he doesn't want to eat it. Like he knows what's going to happen.
No, because he doesn't try and tell Billy, so he must just be like, nah, I'm not in the mood.
Interesting. I guess so.
Maybe it's all that time in Chinatown. He's so used to good food, he doesn't want just plain chicken wings.
This is also when we have Invasion of the Body Snatchers playing on the TV, right? And we have Gizmo looking very scared, and then he gets really sleepy.
He's a very sleepy boy in this movie. Maybe he did start with a very long
With no air to breathe.
he barely survived the previous events of the film.
He's
So,
getting his strength back the whole time.
my note for the Gremlins eating the chicken past midnight is bros scanning that chicken the substance style. Diabolical sound design.
Oh, the sounds are so good in this movie.
The sounds throughout the entire movie, the entire soundtrack's so cozy. And then there's like the kind of synth that kicks in whenever the Gremlins are up to shenanigans. And it's always fun. Like it's never the entire movie is kind of a fucked up movie in certain aspects, but it's always in a like a kind of fun package.
That's why
I
I don't
think it's
trust Joe Dante not directing the third one, because he really rides the tone of these movies in a masterful way.
we see the doctor scientist Gremlin. He munches a little bit of a turkey sandwich after midnight as well. He's cooking away in his little pod.
I guess
What
his
are we at?
arms got longer because of the water, and that's how he's able to get the sandwich.
Huh?
He does seem pretty tall when we see him later, right?
What do
Isn't
you mean
this?
when we see him later?
Oh no, is this not Stripe that's coming out of the scientist's cage?
No, it's a different Gremlin. Stripes.
Hmm.
Stripes
Never mind.
grabbing some
Okay,
chicken. He made the battle
you're
plan with
right.
the
You're right.
clock.
Never
And
mind.
we we get a little xenomorph action with the eggs. I get awesome practical effect on the eggs. They look so squishy.
Really cool. Yeah, they look horrible in a really good way.
They're like a big black like list. I feel like if you leaned on it, you would just squish it in. Where are we at? Where are we at? Well, we see the
This
dad
next
at the.
morning. No, before the
I don't
dad,
think
I
we
do want
could.
to get to that. I have a note about the competition, but this next morning we have a good moment where Billy's mom, Billy's mom is talking like she's known these gremlins her whole life. She says, "You didn't feed them after midnight, did you?" And Billy pulls up the plug for his clock, and it's been chewed up because one of the gremlins knew what he would do if they tricked him. Very savvy move.
They're so sneaky. It's the thing. They act like dumbasses, but they're really smart.
Super
It's like my
clever.
hamster. He's a dumbass when he wants to be, and he's intelligent when he wants to be.
But I do want
I
to
feel
get
like
to this inventing competition that the dad's at.
he's on the phone.
We only spend a
He's like,
moment there, but it's a good moment.
I think I'm a little out of my league here as we see the other inventors have not only made a robot, but Orson Welles' time machine has been built behind them.
Yeah. Apparently, there's a
Which
Steven Spielberg cameo in here. I didn't notice. But my other favorite is the guy with the hat that has an arm on it that's holding his phone.
to be fair,
Who you
that's
have to
like,
assume he's on the phone to his wife saying, "All these inventions are beyond me," but even his is better than the bathroom buddy.
yeah, but do you think the guy that created the time machines, like, I feel like everyone else has made a more practical invention than I have.
I think so. I think everyone is a little self-conscious. I got to give respect on the dad for being impressed. He's not really frustrated. He's a little sad about it, but he seems to respect everybody else. That's pretty cool.
But to the first actual horror scene of the movie next with the doctor scientist noticing that the pupil stage of the Mogwai has hatched. And we get like a little fun. They hold back on showing the gremlins for a while, which is impressive because of how sick these gremlins look.
And it's super smart because they've shown them a lot already in their normal state, but then they know to pull back showing them once they go crazy. Is this the scene where he's alone or the scene with Corey Feldman and
The scene with Corey Feldman.
there's one scene. Oh no, it's not hatched yet at that point. Well, I just want to mention it's crazy irresponsible of this scientist to let this kid touch this alien goop off this alien egg in a world where the movie Alien was released years prior.
I don't know. It's the 1980s. People were a lot more lax about health and safety back in the day.
That's true. Yeah, they're all eating lead.
I mean, Corey
Well,
Feldman ended up
anyway,
like in a cage, looking for in a cave looking for treasure at some point in his life.
that's true. The scientist has the next most irresponsible move, which is I don't think there's any animal on Earth that it's a good idea to feed a Snickers bar to. But he gets a Snickers bar to feed this gremlin.
Well, he hears it saying "yum yum." He's
That's
only
true.
got the tools at his disposal.
Well, he thinks that it needs a Snickers. He thinks it's a little hangry.
Yeah, it's not. You're not you when you're hungry.
Exactly adds to
Oh,
literally.
do you think that's supposed to be a stupid fucking "you're not you when you're hungry" metamorphosis joke?
I wouldn't put it past it. It's kind of funny if that's actually what they're going for.
I guess the writers were chuffed with himself after that.
Yeah, probably.
Um,
Uh,
before
we don't see
the
how
yeah,
what happens exactly, but we got to assume that the gremlin starts eating his hand. I don't know how his head gets under the desk, but we never see this guy's head either. So maybe he ate his head off.
yeah, Billy comes in and he seemingly had his head eaten in the syringe in his ass,
Yeah, that's funny. Just as
which
a
is
screw you. He's probably dead by the time that happens.
I don't think he paused to go, hold on, this will be funny.
Billy tries to grab the phone, and the gremlin slaps his hand away. And then we have a good not reveal moment where you think they're going to show the crazy gremlin, and it escapes. And then Billy being real stupid, you can use that phone now. You can call somebody now. The gremlin is gone. But he leaves and he goes into he does go into the nurse's office to get something to treat the wound that he now has.
One little jump scare, first like full reveal of the gremlin design. I need to know. Like, I wish I had more time to look at the behind the scenes of this, because I feel like it can't be an
Same.
animatronic with how expressive. Is it stop motion they used? If so, it's really, really impressive stop motion.
I can't tell. I'm gonna look up if like the Henson Company was involved because it feels like complex puppetry to me.
For me, for the way it moved, it looked like they'd done it in stop motion and then sped it up to make it look like more movements are happening per second, because the moves are always kind of jittery. But I think it works for their
True.
weird, really TV face structure.
I think you're right. I think there's very well hidden stop motion because I definitely noticed stop motion way later when the gremlins are running down the town square. But besides that scene, it's never obvious.
Oh, I thought they were just edited in. I thought that's what that weird effect for them later on was.
I don't think so. I think that was a like a small scale version of the town with stop motion gremlins in it.
Next, we have your favourite scene of the movie, what you teased earlier.
You gotta help me out here.
Yeah, what do you mean? You said it was
Oh,
your favourite scene?
Oh yeah, no, no. I'm looking at my notes now. My notes are just juiced gremlin, Roman shield gremlin, microwave gremlin, tree gremlin. Just all the little things that happen. We got the mom immediately tosses the gremlin into. I think she goes into the attic and she sees that there's so many eggs, which kind of clues her off that something's wrong. But then
Because
she
she
just starts
hears,
swinging.
yeah, because at
Go
first
ahead.
she hears the gremlins harassing Gizmo upstairs as they've attached him to a dartboard and started playing darts with him. Horrible. Look, felt so bad for the wee guy.
Horrible. Real
Well, like,
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer energy from Gizmo.
but the mum gives no fucks. She hears, she assumes the wee Gizmo getting bullied and immediately grabs the kitchen knife, run
I
upstairs
love
to
it.
defend him. And the thing is, she doesn't even
And
know the gremlins are bad at this point. But when she goes way back down to the kitchen, she sees one eating next to the blender, shoves them into it, turns it
she
on.
immediately starts killing them. She saw Alien as what's up. She saw Alien and she knew those eggs were bad business.
Yeah, I'm looking over so many notes at this point because she blends one of them, immediately turns to the other with a Captain America shield as a table,
My favorite.
turns.
Yeah, she's doing like a Roman formation, holding the shield up with a knife behind it, getting ready to move forward.
She plugs one in the corner with the knife, turns to the other one,
Crazy.
sprays him with bug spray, kicks him in a microwave, turns him on, and then immediately goes into the kitchen of the living room to look for the rest of them.
The microwave gremlin is my favorite practical effect in the movie. Just the way it explodes is amazing.
Oh, my favourite practical effect is very towards the end, but we'll get to that when we get to that.
I
Uh,
think I know which one you're talking about. If it's that one, that's also really good. We'll get to it. Yeah,
Mum,
she is just
she dual
on.
wields knives.
She's on one. Just
Before she
punching.
enters the living room, she picks up two new kitchen knives. It seems her old one's gotten too bloody to use. And this is
And she does
another.
get caught off guard by a little gremlin in a tree who maybe has learned about this from watching Corey Feldman somehow.
Yeah, because this was going to say that's another sign of they're dumbasses, but they're also really intelligent because he sets up a little Home Alone trap for her in the Christmas stocking. Which, might I say,
Oh,
saw
you're
a
right.
movement in
Yeah.
a stocking, and then she didn't bother to check if it's Gizmo. She just gutted it. It could have been a horrible end to the movie.
That would have been the worst. Yeah. She would have deserved getting murdered by those gremlins if she killed Gizmo like that.
And then Billy comes in, and he gives no fucks either. He medieval
He
sword off the wall, and
decapitates it immediately.
this is another sick practical effect: the burning gremlin skull in the fire, screaming.
Absolutely fantastic.
It's insane that this movie ever managed to get a 12 rating. I don't know what it's rated in America. Imagine PG-13.
I think so, yeah. And what's crazy is, I mean, it has to be PG-13. There's no way this is R-rated. I'm gonna double check. But what's crazy is I think the toughest part of the movie they had with the ratings board was the Santa monologue. I don't think there was that much trouble getting the Gremlin massacre in. This might even be PG. Yeah, it's PG. It's before they even really got a handle on PG-13 like that.
Which is wild because, like, people are saying that this new Five Nights at Freddy's pushes PG-13 ratings. And in this, you're seeing monsters get blended and stabbed and decapitated. Like, it's
Yeah, and this is
like
rated
Predator
something that,
Badlands.
13-year-olds could watch.
Like, this is at the same level as Predator Badlands, like, 4.
Yeah, yeah, you're totally right. That's a good call.
No, a little callback.
For,
He
for, for
drops
the ones in the
Billy drops his mum off at a doctor as he hunts for Gizmo because his mum's too powerful to keep in the rest of the movie.
We do
She
get
would
in
have,
that last scene, right before it cuts, we get sort of the first real introduction of Stripe, right?
Yeah, he blows his nose on a curtain and then bolts his ass out of there.
Right. And I don't know if you're up on this, but Stripe was originally going to be Gizmo. They were going to be the same character. Gizmo would
We
be the
were
cute
going to
one, and
turn
Stripe
them.
would be the crazy one.
Oh, so we were going to turn them evil.
Yeah, and I think it was Steven Spielberg's input saying we need a good one and a bad one, which
Is
Joe
that we need to
Dante
be able
has
to
come out
market
since
this?
saying that made this a classic. Otherwise, people would not latch onto it as much.
No, it didn't make it a classic. What it made it was highly profitable for merch.
True.
Okay, so Billy
But
runs
yes,
out.
now we're going to.
He finds Gizmo and he decides to track little Stripe down, and he follows him down to the YMCA. We get a little standoff with Stripe, which he immediately bolts and cannonballs into the swimming pool. This is
Very
a
funny. I have striped cannonballs also as a note here.
yeah, we've got cannonballs. Some practical
Amazing.
effect on the water transformation.
Oh, it's great. And the light at the bottom.
The entire movie is really pretty, like, color grading wise and lighting wise. Everything's always got either a red or a green or like a deep blue hue. It's sad that you don't get movies that look like this like at all anymore.
No, everything's homogenized in the way it looks, especially with, all these big studio movies that are releasing, like Marvel, the color grading in all Marvel movies, except for, I would say Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and 3, everything else looks the same.
I wonder about this scene. We see that the water, like, multiplication is incredibly painful. Well, this must have been torturous, or it'd be like jumping into a pool of boiling water. So
Yeah,
he's
you have
committed
to
to the bit
imagine.
at least.
It's metal as hell of Stripe.
Where are we at next, Chris?
The police
Keep me going.
station. This is when it gets a bit hairy. Even in my notes, it's hard to keep a specific location in mind because at this point we're intercutting between sets that have been introduced. We're introducing the police station and the cops, and then we're also just going to the town square and watching them wreak havoc. But the main thing to note is that Billy is trying to contact the cops, and they're both drunk off their asses, probably on eggnog. This is when we
Watching
get
it
the
as we
stop
speak,
motion shot of the little gremlins running through the town.
it looks like they're
What was that?
drinking Jameson whiskey, perhaps, or maybe
Oh, okay.
some
That
rum.
makes more. That makes more sense.
And it's wild because the police don't believe this man that there's little green things running about town, despite the fact that he has a little hamster human in his backpack that can speak.
Yeah, they still don't believe him. That he shows this mythical creature to them, and then they go, "Yeah, but you're telling me this could go crazy?" I guess
Telling
I
me
wouldn't
there's a
believe
little
him either.
green
They showed
version.
me Gizmo.
To be fair, if he
What's
showed
up?
me Gizmo, I would be enthralled. I would not leave the police station. I would be sat there with him the entire night.
Yeah,
Be
yeah.
holding
It'd
him
be
back.
like
I'd be like, we have to confiscate this.
handing
You
them
got
little
it from a
toys and
random
stuff.
place in Chinatown. We
This is
need to
when we
check it
get
in case
Mr.
drug
Futterman
smuggling.
talking about the TV.
Yeah, his wife seems lovely, which is a shame that he's such an ass.
She does, and we get gremlins who hijack his tractor, and I think they cut out a death scene from this. From what I read, he was supposed to more explicitly die in the movie, and then they thought that was too grim.
Yeah, if he died, I think it would have been okay, but I think it's the
His
cruelty
wife
in
being
killing
there.
his wife as well. Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. Because she does nothing wrong at all.
she wants to decorate for
My
Christmas.
my favorite bit from the gremlins wreaking havoc is there's a gremlin hiding in the mailbox, and we have a priest who tries to put some mail in, and it keeps getting spat out. And then this priest sees somebody else come up, and he says, "You trying to mail something? Be my guest." And he watches as somebody gets murdered by this gremlin priest.
To be fair, he probably saw it as a bad omen not to go near the mailbox.
Probably. He thought it was divine intervention, maybe. Maybe this is the rapture happening.
Be a very cute little
Uh,
rapture.
a gremlin causes a horrific traffic accident by messing with the traffic lights. You hear just a horrendous metal screeching sound of two cars colliding.
Because it's wild. This is like the start of the attack of the town, and so far we've had racist neighbour and his wife, the doctor scientist, and the mailbox man, and whoever was in those cars die. There's been at least
So
like
many
6
deaths.
deaths
Yeah.
just from the initial get go. Which, to be fair, backs the point of this Chinese man saying, "No, you're not allowed to have this mogwai."
Absolutely
Oh, that's for
hilarious. And you gotta
$200.
wonder how many times this has happened before.
We cut back to the police station, and the police are bullying Gizmo. Gizmo's not a fan of the police. He's a little.
King
Gizmo says
Gizmo.
ACAB.
ACAB Gizmo.
I'm sure there's an ACAB Gizmo edit somewhere out there.
I love that. Someone make that. That's not if it doesn't exist.
We cut back to the Christmas cunt from the beginning of the movie. She's got this little
Not yet.
mansion. No,
There's something I want to
maybe
note,
not.
which was very funny, which is the cops take off in their car, and the deputy says, "Let me drive," and and the sheriff says, "No, you're drunk." And they're both drunk.
Yeah, but some people get
Just
drunk and
cop
some
stuff.
people get drunk.
All right, all right. Let's not go down this road.
Maybe he's in a good mood drunk.
No, he just has more power than the other guy.
I thought we agreed and take shelter that drink driving is sometimes okay.
We agreed that it's societally dubious the way that things are implemented. I would never come down on that end of it. What's her name? Mrs.
Her name is Mrs. Deagle.
Mrs. Deagle, right?
Mrs.
Interesting
Deagle,
name.
the estate agent or wife of the estate agent, likes to raise rent prices and star families.
They mention it, I think, later on. She's the widow of like a Ponzi scheme investor, like someone who swindled a lot of people out of stock money.
Yeah, because we see in her house, she's got like a lot of, like, it looks like Renaissance portraits of her late husband. Very nice house, like 3 floors tall. Got a little mobility seat lift that goes up and down all the floors. I like
Yeah, I've
the,
always
the
wanted to use
gremlin.
one of these.
Yeah, the gremlins decide to target her house, and I like it when she opens it. She goes, "No, not now. I'm not ready." She seems to think these are omens of death that have came for her.
That's funny. I didn't catch that. These
And the
gremlins,
little
these
gremlin,
caroling gremlins, they're singing the theme of the movie, right?
yeah, it's their song.
It's very funny. It is. It's just a great fourth wall break.
I mean, they could have done. I feel it would have made more sense, and it would have also worked if they did the little Gizmo song, since they came from him.
True.
Got kind of like a little Christmassy, but la la. You could add
Yeah,
a few
do some
bells into that.
Peanuts music.
So she tries to run back into her house, but one of the gremlins has hotwired her mobility seat. This woman goes a good 20 out the window.
Amazing death. Absolutely crazy. She might be the only person we see explicitly die in the movie, right? Everyone else
I
is kind of off screen or
Yeah,
just
this is like
suggested that
she
they're dead.
hits the ground pretty hard. My note for her is the Christmas cunt gets Christmas carolers been blown to fucking smithereens. Um, the
It's a
Gremlins.
good
This is
end
it.
for this really awful character.
The Gremlins fucking kill Santa. which is a great scene. And the police seem to think it's a bit for whatever reason. And go, oh yeah, this guy, he was the town Santa every year. What is he up to now? He's being eaten on the floor. Horrendous bit to do in the middle of the night. No one's around. The Gremlins are also a cab as they cut the police car's brake wire. This is where your theory comes in, because we cut to Corey Feldman sniping
Yes,
Gremlins with a crossbow, holding a Rambo knife.
great. By the way, I do have to ask: do we see him after this scene in the movie? I don't think we do.
I don't think we do either, but I like to think it was like the entire night he's been holding his own by the window. It just
Oh, I
has like
love
a
that too. I
mountain
love
of
this.
corpses piling up.
This character's crazy. He's like his character from Fright Night. Not Fright Night. Is it the Lost Boys that he's in?
I
Where
think
he's
so,
just
but
like
you
the
could also
tiny
say
vampire hunter.
he's crazy, just like Corey Feldman.
True. Yeah, true.
I feel like in any
So my theory
apocalyptic.
comes in.
Okay, no,
We
give me
do
your
cut
theory
away
first.
from this scene. Yeah, we do cut away from this scene with him standing on his 2 feet. But the last act we see him make is there's a gremlin dangling from a line of wires above his room and or outside of his window, and he cuts this active electrical line with metal scissors, and then they spark. I think this kid electrocuted himself. I think he's done.
You think you just like the shock hasn't hit his body yet?
Yeah, I think he's Corey toast. I think his insides got liquefied, and we don't see the rest happen.
I thought you were going to say like his house. And
No,
then you
maybe
think he was
that
just
too.
one of those situations where you die standing up and your brain takes a while to realise you're dead.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like we would have to cut that out to maintain the PG-13 rating that like this 9-year-old child
That's my theory. I
tries.
think they did.
No, because you do hear him next, because he gives a little announcement over radio that there's little green men attacking the town.
Oh, you're right. You're right. All right.
I don't know
That
how
doesn't hold
this
water.
like 9-year-old child has tapped into the local radio station from his bedroom. Just
He's got a
don't
lot
know.
of things we don't understand. This is right after this. We have the cops blow up. A gremlin crashes their car, and the car explodes.
That's another 2 people to add to the death counter. So we're at
At
like,
least 7 or 8 right now.
yeah, no, if you add in this Deagle, that's at least 7, and then you add in the 2 police officers, that's up to 9.
So we're
And
almost
then
at double digits.
we're almost at double digits, and this is them in the bar having a great time. This looks like the pub I went to like 3 years ago on Christmas night when everyone
Good
was
lord.
beyond gone. Everyone there got a list of the dubious activities that you've been getting up to. They were smoking, they were drinking, they were gambling, they were sexually harassing Kate. One of them was playing. It looks like the Death Star run from Star Wars: A New Hope. Stripes a pimp. He's got he's got girls with him.
We have
What
a
else?
Doc
Oh,
Holliday gremlin who's playing cards with someone and then just draws a gun and shoots them.
one's listening to smooth jazz and having a cigarette.
This has to be the inspiration for Gremlins too, right? Just this scene blown out.
Yeah, well, I mean, Gremlins 2 goes even more extreme with this.
Well, yeah.
I'm looking at it right now. One's got a jukebox that he's playing music on. There's one that fries himself to death on an electrical socket, and another one grabs a fire extinguisher and puts out his corpse.
Hilarious.
See, this looks like a fun night out. I would love to be in this bar. See the shenanigans
It
that are afoot.
does. And I have two theories about why Kate is still serving them. I think one, she just has two intense people pleasing issues. But secondly, maybe she's submitting to it. Maybe she thinks this is the new world order and she's trying to ingratiate herself with the new world leaders.
Or maybe they tip really good.
Maybe they did really well. They've probably stolen a lot of money from people if they need the money.
Oh, there was one it was breakdancing in 80s yoga gear.
Oh yeah, they're
I could
aerobics
yeah.
gremlins. Do I have, yeah, Wild West Doc Holiday gremlin. There's a Private Eye gremlin.
One
And
passes out
then,
from drinking too much beer.
classic.
I do like
My
that for some
favorite
reason
bit
this
is,
bar. Oh, not you going. What's your favorite
well, my
section?
favorite is right at the end, which is there's a mugger gremlin with a with a ski mask that comes in through the front door with a loaded gun and almost shoots her in the head. She ducks. He tried to shoot her.
I like that for some reason this pub has little tiny gremlin-sized pint glasses for them to drink.
That's an amazing point. I didn't process
The process for little tiny. It's not even a half pint. It's like a 1/3 pint cup.
that. No, I really didn't.
So Kate fights her way out using a camera flash, which is smart. So, oh yeah, one fucking kills himself on the ceiling. He goes flying into like like a jukebox window and fries himself.
These gremlins do not have self-preservation, but to be fair, they're probably about 8 pints deep.
As I was about to say, if I was that eyes and I was drinking that much alcohol, I don't think I would have. But the lack of preservation I have when sober, never mind when I'm that hammered, and I've just taken over an entire town.
Yeah, I mean, you won at
Going
this
mixer.
point, right?
Okay, so Kate
We have a puppet with
fights her
a
way.
gremlin with puppets on it. We got a puppet holding puppets. Good.
No, he has two puppets, and we seem to be both of his puppets seem to be arguing with each other.
That's good.
So Kate fights her way out while he's there to protect her. He's got his flashlights, his car shining in. They run out. His car's fucked because, as his racist neighbour states, it is a foreign car and they do not work. So we have to make a bolt through town, and you see at least. I'm gonna rewind this back because I'm hearing. I think you see at least 8 people getting mauled. So you can boot that death count up to about 15 at this rate.
Great.
Great. So they kill more than most horror slashers.
Very
Oh, do you
true.
think dead meat's done a kill count? Chris, while
Probably.
we're talking, look up if dead meat's done a kill count on this.
All right, I'll
So
look
that would
that
be
up.
good
You
to
keep
see.
talking though. You fill.
Yeah, so they make their way to Billy's old work, the bank, and this is when Kate does her trauma dumping. Horrendous time. She tells the story that at Christmas, when she was 9 years old, her and her mum were waiting for her dad to arrive, but he went missing. Then, after a couple of days, she lit her fireplace and she smelt something cooking, what they assumed to be a dead animal in the chimney. But when the police arrived, they pulled out her dead dad's corpse and he dressed up as
This
Santa
is
to deliver her gifts, but somehow had fell down the chimney chute and snapped his neck on impact.
hilarious.
How do you fuck up so bad? Why didn't you have a ladder?
How
Also,
do you
why wouldn't you
fit
tell?
down the chimney?
How, yeah, but surely you would tell someone in your house, don't light the fireplace, I'm about to climb down
Yeah, you didn't even tell his wife. You imagine knows that Santa isn't.
it.
kill count,
Eh,
and they say that the Gremlins have 5 kills.
That's nonsense.
That's
James
not
A.
right.
Janice, you're a hack. We will listen to the Dead Meat podcast and they're talking fucking nonsense.
Yeah, they say 3 human kills of the Gremlins.
No. No, that's
That's wrong.
incredible. Unless we're not counting like deaths you don't see on screen. But even then,
They
if
have to
you're in
be
a
not
car and it
counting.
blows up, I'm gonna have to give a watch of that episode later and see what he's talking about. Maybe you can add a little note in the editing to be like, yeah, he's talking shit, or oh no, fair enough.
Yeah, we'll edit in if we're talking shit here. We got to put respect on James Janice.
After Kate
But
trauma
they
dump.
have kill counts for both, I will note.
Oh well, we'll discuss that when we get to it. We'll watch that before the next one and see if we agree or not. That could be a
And
fun
we're
little
giving
thing
full
to do.
credit. This is the Dead Meat YouTube channel. They're great. Check them out.
They did Hot Saw Summer recently, which was incredible, but you would never put up with doing 2 months straight of Saw movies.
No, when we get to Saw, we're doing one movie every 6 months.
No,
That's too
there's
much.
there's 10 of them.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll take 5 years getting through the Saw movies.
First, you don't want to do Extremity, then you don't want to do Hot Saw Summer. Let me down here, trust. Well,
If you want to do a
they,
hot Saw summer, we can do hot Saw summer, man. I'll do them
to be
every
fair,
week.
they doubled their upload schedule for that, so we'd be pumping out 2 a week if we wanted to smash through at the same pace they did.
It wouldn't be hard. I can't imagine there's a lot to talk about in the Saw movies.
Do you want to look at Dead Meat's Hot Sauce Summer playlist in their podcast?
No, let's not let's not crib too much content from other creators in one episode. Let's space that out too.
Conversation. Like we've got to act like we don't exist. If you're going to brown nose anyone,
Jesus.
it's probably best to be brown nosing the biggest horror podcast.
True. True.
Okay, back to the movie. We leave the bank. I forgot to say earlier when him and Kate were walking down the street and he's trying to like cheer her up a little and she just she says, and I quote, Christmas is the saddest time of year for some people, while some people are opening gifts, other people are opening their wrist. And my immediate note after that was, get out of her belly, run.
Yeah, no, she's not together.
No, that's not a healthy relationship in any way, shape, or
You
form.
can't trust anyone with bangs like this.
Especially if, like, he knows her as a co-worker, and it seems to be like the first time we've had a conversation outside of work.
Yeah,
Incredible
he just thinks
quote,
she's pretty.
but
She
terrifying
doesn't
thing to
have
have
much
someone
of a
say to you.
character. They don't give her a to build that, to be fair.
No, she's the pretty depressed girl, and that's like
That's it. Yeah.
she gets fleshed out in the sequel. At least I'll give it that.
Yeah, she has some great stuff in the sequel, which we'll get to.
We leave the bank and we head out to town, and town's like ominously quiet. And Kate says to Billy, she's like, "Oh, where do you think you've all went?" And he said, "Well, we'll have to go somewhere that's dark." And then I don't know why they assumed the cinema. The entirety of the
Yeah,
town gremlin population has descended to watch this re-showing of Disney's Snow White. Again, this is
very funny.
going back to what we were talking about last time. I cannot watch a movie drunk. If I was as hammered as these gremlins would be, I think I would throw up being in that cinema.
No, they're
But they're
fine,
having
man.
a
I feel like they're just there for the music.
they are having a good time. Stripe has picked a baller move. He's got one of the end cap seats, so if he has to go piss, he doesn't disrupt the meaning.
Smart,
Which, funnily
smart.
enough, does have to piss at some point, and that saves his ass. There's one scene where there's a gremlin that's trying to watch Snow White, and then he continuously has other gremlins walking past his seat, and you see him getting more and more pissed off at it.
Hell yeah.
It's good to know that even these little Chinese reptile creatures that have grown from a little hamster man in a box understand cinema etiquette better than some human beings.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, these gremlins respect the movie more than other humans do.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're a bit rowdy, but I suppose it's a sing-along screening, and it seems like everyone's agreed that this is an okay rule.
They're not checking Instagram or talking about something unrelated to the movie. At least they're being rowdy in a way that's a response to the movie they're watching.
Yeah, it's like a Rocky Horror Picture Show screening.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
I
pretty
don't. Have
much.
you ever been to a sing-along cinema showing?
No, I never have. I think it would frustrate me.
Yeah, I think I would just get overstimulated, especially because, like, if you pick your seats, you might sit next to people that can sing well, and that'll be okay. But if you sit next to someone that sings horribly, that's a dire 2 hours.
And you know the person who sings horribly is going to be the loudest person too.
Oh, and they're going to be right in your ear, and there's going to be lots of like spittle coming out of their mouth the entire time.
Absolutely horrible.
Remind me again how Kate knows how to blow up the cinema.
I have no idea how they get to blowing up the cinema. They go behind the screen. There's a great shot of the gremlins breaking the screen down. I really love that. Wanted to note that. I
Yeah,
don't
but
remember.
because when they go in, he's like, "Oh, where's boiler room?" And she's like, "Oh, I know where it is." And she leads him down a back lane behind the screen and under a secret hatch in the floor. This
Oh,
woman
yeah,
already
they go
has two
under the
jobs.
floor to get in the back.
How does this woman know where the explosive gas is in the cinema?
I don't know. That's crazy.
So we get very, very aesthetically beautiful chase scene with the gremlins coming through the cinema screen after them.
Yeah, I
They
love that
bolt.
so much.
There's a fun little scene because the cinema blows up for the first time, and then you get a panning shot of inside the cinema with all these gremlins burning to death. And then there's just one that's dressed in a doctor's outfit with a scalpel trying to see if he can help people before he gets
Always look
blown
for
up
the
again.
helpers.
But fortunately for Stripe, he went to piss, then noticed the shop across the street sells candy, so he's the last remaining survivor. Chris, I'll be going for a bit. Do you want to take over here? Because I'm trying to catch up on my notes. I fall behind.
Yeah, I feel like we're going right to the sporting goods store. This is kind of the final piece of the movie now, right? Is Stripe in the sporting goods store picking up a crossbow, shooting stuff at Billy. There's a great Texas Chainsaw Massacre reference. I don't know
So
how
there's
Billy
so
doesn't.
many shots in this that I was like, oh, that's a reference to this horror movie. And then I went, wait, that horror movie's not been released yet. Because there's the scene of him riding the little tricycle, and I'm like, oh, that's Billy from Saw. And I was like, wait, no, it's not. And then there was him and all the cinema screens surrounding him in the shop, and I was like, oh, that looks like Child's Play 2. And then I was like, I think Child Plays 2 has been released yet. And there was something else earlier in the movie that I was like, oh, that's a sick reference. And then I thought about it for a moment, and I was like, wait, no, it couldn't be. I feel like Gremlins is more influential than people give it credit for.
I think that's true. I did read some
Oh, do
trivia
you know
that
what it was? Do you know what it was?
what
Pool scene with Stripe in, I don't remember if it's the second Japanese ring or ring 0, but Tamara jumps
they're
into a
beyond me.
pool and it is identically shot. Like the bright lights, the bubbling, the steam. It is like
Weird. Okay.
1-to-1. I'll see if I can find it tomorrow and I'll send it to you if I can remember. But it is, there's no way you can't tell me they didn't steal that scene, because it is. I remember watching Ring and thinking that's great until I watched this here and I was like, bastard.
Yeah, that'd be rad.
Yeah, so it's the final standoff
Oh, sorry. I
between.
did read some trivia that this Texas Chainsaw Massacre reference was not in the script, and Joe Dante and forget who, probably the special effects supervisor went out of their way to film it because they thought it would be fun.
I feel like there's a lot of stuff that was included in this film that was more just them fucking about on set.
Definitely, yeah.
Like
Which
even like
is
the little shot of
incredible
Stripe.
for a movie with so many puppets to have improv stuff like that.
Yeah, but like even like that little shot of when Stripe blows his nose on the curtain before jumping out the window. It doesn't feel like something you put in a script because it feels goofy. You get a nice little ET reference actually whilst he's in the shop as well, where Billy walks past a line of plushies and Stripe's wee face
I missed
sticks
the
out from it.
ET. That's a Spielberg reference.
There's a lot of little homages. It's
I
this
like
is
that
another
Stripe knows the
scene.
word gun.
He knows another word later on, which is kind of funny, but we'll get to that when we're at that
Okay.
scene. But Stripe's plan is to use the water fountain in the back of the shop to create more little gremlins, create havoc again. I'm looking at
He
his little
almost
tricycle scene.
gets like
He's
he
so
gets to
funny.
it. He almost finishes it.
Yeah, but at this point, Gizmo's broken off from Billy and Kate because he's like, I'm gonna sort this shit myself. That's my son out there. You get a cute little shot of Gizmo crawling on all fours, which looks identical to my hamster. Pretty funny.
So cute. A little Rambo Gizmo. I think we get actual Rambo Gizmo in the sequel.
We do get Rambo Gizmo in the sequel. As
That's good.
Billy's having a
This is
standoff. Yeah?
Yeah, Billy is almost dead. He's really trying to murder Billy here. Uh,
Yeah, but
I
I feel
love
Billy gives
that
up too easy. Gets crossbow arrow in the leg and then he just accepts his death.
he really, yeah. Kate has to save him with the lights. He almost dies. He lets himself almost die.
What do you think
There
of
is one
Gizmo's
piece of trivia I
like
have
right?
that
Oh.
Spielberg said that Gizmo needs to be the hero. So after this moment where Billy kind of gives up, he's not really an active participant in the fight, which I like. I like that we get action hero Gizmo saving the day.
Yeah, he has his little hot pink American sports car.
Yeah, he ramps off of a shovel and the car explodes. You have a little moment of fear for Gizmo's safety.
And I don't know if this is supposed to like reflect earlier Billy's racist neighbour going, "Oh, you should get yourself like a classic American sports car."
True.
I don't know what that's trying to say.
I hope not, because
This,
that would maybe validate what he was saying. But
yeah, because
interesting to
then
point
like the
out.
message of the film would be like these Chinese people coming over. Like a lot of them are bad, but there's some good ones, which would be a horrible
Yeah,
message.
that's messy. I don't like that.
Is Spielberg notably racist?
Let's not get into this.
Hold on, I'm looking up Steven Spielberg controversy before we agree on this point or not.
No, let's not get on
Actually,
Steven Spielberg's bad side before we even get 10 episodes into our podcast.
oh, I think how good the marketing would be beefing with Steven Spielberg.
I
Did you see? Was it Steven Spielberg? It's making like a UFO horror movie, and they're putting posters up in New York. Is it?
haven't seen that, no.
It's Times Square. There's like a big. It's like an eyeball and a bird with a release date, and I don't think it tells you anything else.
Oh, no, I'm gonna go look for that though.
I don't know if it's still there. I feel surely being in New
Interesting.
York, you must go to Times Square all the time just to see like what new promo they're doing. Because you get some cool ass
No, I don't go
promos
to
down there.
Times Square willingly ever. Times Square sucks.
Too tourist trappy.
Yeah, there's so many people that don't know how to walk down a street.
But you might run into Jason Voorhees. That'd be a cool photo.
Yeah, sure.
It could be fun. We could do
That,
a Jason Takes Manhattan, and you could point out all the things that are wrong in the movie.
that's true. Yeah, I could be the man on the street for that one.
Okay, now, oof,
This is it, right? This is pulling the blinds up. Gizmo does his little Inigo Montoya swinging on a chandelier moment where he hits the blinds and gets pulled way up and
yeah, this is the
kills
word
Stripe.
that I was like. It's really funny that Stripe somehow knows this word because when he sees Gizmo, he turns to him and says, "Gizmo caca."
That is crazy. He knows other languages.
Yeah, he's a smart little boy. Well, he knows how to operate a gun.
Well, I guess
I
Gizmo
wonder,
does seem to know Mandarin.
do you
I
think
believe
it's like,
Mogwai is like maybe it's a
yeah?
Cantonese word, or it's supposed to be. Let me look that up. Let's
Do you
not get
think
this
it's
wrong.
like a genetic memory thing where maybe his like offspring get Gizmo's memories?
I don't know. It must be. They must have really good instinctual memories. I will correct myself. It's not Mandarin. I believe they must be speaking Cantonese because Mogwai in Cantonese means devil or evil spirit. I think it's spelled differently.
That's horrible. Why would you call Gizmo like an evil spirit?
I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe
that
that's why he's
works.
getting a
No,
chip on
that
his
works.
shoulder.
Because that would explain why when Castigo opens the door, she's like, "Oh, not yet. I'm not ready."
That does make
Oh
sense.
my
Yeah.
God, Chris, have you seen the shot of Gizmo in the car when he's flying through the sky?
I'm about to get to it in about 2 seconds.
Chris, keep your eyes peeled for what because it's clear they couldn't animate it, so they've just kept him like wide eye, mouth agape, and it's horrifying.
Yeah. He looks like
Did
he
you
is
see it?
seeing his own evil spirits.
He looks like he's
Yeah,
accepted
it's
his
like
death.
someone's holding the car, moving it through the air.
Gizmo in that single moment thought he was dead. He was like, "This is the end for me." To be fair, if I
I
jumped that far in the sky in a muscle car, I'd probably look the same.
It's true. I have to assume
Yeah.
this is your favorite practical effect here. The Spike getting hit by the
Oh,
sun.
yeah, not even him getting hit by the sun and his little blistery back and him melting. It's the following scene immediately where we're like, "Yeah, everyone, we've saved the day," and you get the mostly melted Stripe corpse trying to crawl his way out of the fountain, and you see like his
It's a
internal
skeleton,
organs
right?
bubbling, and like his face is
Yeah.
like got little flaily bits of flesh melting off of it. It
It's
looks like
rough.
it was like the Thing, but with a little green dude.
It does look like the thing.
What else have we got? Yeah, I wrote Dad shows up like childish Gambino with a pizza. He's had no clue what's going on. He's just saying his son's broke into a department store and there's a little monster man.
He's very calm though. He's very collected. He gives his scarf to them to cover Gizmo
Yeah, because he's like, I paid $200 for that movie.
in. That's most
Well,
of it though. We just have this last scene after this where they're at home watching TV. The shopkeeper comes back. He scolds them for letting him watch TV, even though Gizmo is about 65 years old.
yeah, it's bad for his eyes.
True.
And it's kind of anticlimactic because he just takes him and he's like, okay, bye then.
Yeah, that's it. He gives the money back.
It's
He
supposed to
the
almost be
dad
like a
gives him the
cautionary
smokeless
tale.
ashtray.
Oh yeah, he gives him his
Yeah,
little
they do close
smokeless
it out
ashtray.
like a they do close it out like a fable, which is nice. I like that he takes him back at the end.
Yeah, but what's the
I think that
cautionary tale? Don't buy animals from Chinese men's basements.
yeah, no, there's nothing to it really.
Like, what did Billy
Uh,
do?
Nothing. He got tricked by them because they're evil spirits.
I was about to say he did nothing wrong, and now he has an insane girlfriend, and his pet's been taken away, and about half of his town has been massacred. The
Clever.
cinema's been blown up. There's no police force. His
Yeah, they act like there's any town left to move forward with, which is funny.
like
They
the
don't really
school
linger on
lecturer has been eaten. The woman that owns the real estate business has been thrown out of a window.
She
His
has to
neighbour's
have been
house
supporting
demolished.
the town economy.
Like
And you know
what
that money's just going to the bank.
you but like what does like how do you continue life after that? Your town's just gone.
I don't think you do. I think that's why they don't linger on it, because there's nothing
Like
left.
like surely you'll get arrested for blowing up the cinema.
Even the if there are chain businesses in this town, first of all, the small businesses can't afford to rebuild. And then if there's chain businesses, they're just going to reopen somewhere else. They're not going to put the money into the infrastructure.
It would have been funny if because when the Chinese man leaves, like it's clearly green screened him walking down a street, but it's full looking because it's not really a realistic night sky they give him. It's a very like watercolor, very Christmassy, like artistic rendition of a winter sky. But it'd be funny if you just saw like neighbour's house caved in, blown up cinema down the road, like cars everywhere, bodies in the street.
Someone's
Like
screaming in the far distance.
just they found like a family member's corpse.
It looks
It
gorgeous though. It's a nice last shot.
is, but I think that's us at the end of the movie. I don't know really what else
That's
we can
it.
add.
Yeah. Oh,
Christmas
I did
classic.
have one more piece of trivia. Christmas
Yeah.
classic, absolutely. What a lovely movie. Fun as hell all the way through. There's one piece of trivia I didn't know when to sprinkle in, which, which is so funny to me. Apparently, they wanted to use monkeys to play the gremlins at some point, but they put a fake gremlin head on a monkey and it freaked the hell out. So they decided not to do that.
Oh, that would have led to disaster on set. Can you imagine the like 300 gremlin cinema scene? And it's just a bunch
There
of
would be
monkeys,
dead
like some.
people.
Yeah, there'll be like we'd be pissing and shitting, and there'll be some that are punching each other. There'll be some trying to shag each other in the car.
Oh, I wish
Imagine
they
trying
had
to,
tried. I wish we had that.
yeah, but like imagine having to try and cut around the fucking nonsense that would have went down on set. Couldn't have done the
That would
bar
be
scene.
so
How many
funny.
monkeys would kill themselves if you let them loose in a bar like that?
Right. Monkeys actually start drinking whiskey.
Did you ever? I don't know. I assume you've seen Jackass before, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen the spin-off Wild Boys that Steve-O and Chris Pontius did when they were like going to like Asian countries and finding dangerous animals to do stunts with?
One or two clips, but not much of it.
Or there was an episode of that. They woke up in their hotel room and a chimpanzee, no, it was a orangutan, I think, had broken in and started stealing their drink in their underwear and was wearing it and chilling in the bathroom.
Wow.
So I feel like TV got some chill ass monkeys, like the one from Wild Boys. And it might not have been as menacing though if they were just kind of laid back.
That'd be chill. Yeah. Hang out with them.
Oh, I know,
Uh,
because he could have been like the smooth jazz one,
yeah, that's true. They should have had one monkey in the movie.
just one green monkey, just pretending he's part of the crew.
Spray painted monkey. We do have one piece of listener mail to get to before we fully close this out.
Okay,
We have a
go away with it, Chris.
friend of the show,
I've
Nat,
yet to
wrote
hear it.
in. Yeah, I skimmed the beginning of it briefly, but I didn't want to read it before reading it live. Uh, the the tagline is what Gen Alpha thinks about Gremlins. Nat writes us, "Hello, spooky boys. I watched Gremlins with my 10-year-old kid this past weekend, thinking it would be a great pick, as she likes scary things, but isn't quite mature enough for most horror yet. However, other than falling in love with Gizmo, she was bored by most of the movie. She was also bloodthirsty and wanted to, quote, see more blood, unquote, when the evil non-Gizmo gremlins did their thing. I
Oh my
blame anime
god.
for that one. I know. I've never rewatched this movie since I was a kid, so it was a fun experience. The most unbelievable moment for me was Kate continuing to serve the gremlins at the bar. Girl, get out of there. I also enjoyed the ending, saying all Americans care about is exploiting nature instead of protecting it. They're not wrong, are they? Anyway, I
No,
still like this movie for a fun holiday watch, but I guess I'll be watching it on my own instead of sharing the joy of evil little monsters with my own evil little monster. Happy holidays, lots of love, Nat.
well, that's very insightful because there was something I phrased. I forgot to mention earlier because we kind of phrased over it. But when the dad sees the other little mogwai, his first thing is, "Oh, this could be the big money maker." He's like, "This is going to replace the family dog. Everyone's going to want one of these." I even have in
Yeah,
my
Nat
notes that
found the
the dad's a
moral of this movie
capitalist.
better than both of us did.
I like how her serving the gremlins was the most unbelievable part, not the gremlins in the yoga get up breakdancing.
Yeah, anything
Um,
they did. I
that's
believe it. They're just
insane
kind
to
of
me.
like, what are you doing? Level, how did you get here?
No, but how could you be like you? There was a lack of violence in this movie. Did you not see
I,
the
I
monster
think it's
getting its
because
head cut
it's
off?
I think it's because it's all implied. Even the monster getting its head cut off, you don't see the head separate from the body, which is such a grim way to put it, but
You
there's so
see,
much implied by it.
no, because you see the gremlin blowing up in the microphone.
You do see that. Maybe she just wanted more gremlins actively blowing up. I don't know. It's crazy to me. I don't know how you can be bored by that.
It is
I guess that's just where we're at.
like kids are violent nowadays.
I
I don't
won't
even know
pretend to
what movie would
understand.
say her bloodlust. I need to
I
get her
don't
watching like
either.
the Raid.
Yeah,
So I need something
the
light.
night
Can we
comes
put on the
for us.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Well,
Uh,
that
it was
was mind
good.
blowing to me.
Yeah, that's insightful for sure. That's not the reaction I would have expected. I would have expected
Oh,
too violent, but not violent enough.
if only that's what I thought she was going to say. At first, I thought she was going to be like, "Wow, I forgot how violent this was. It was a bit much."
For a 10-year-old.
Well, to
Well,
be fair, I
what do you,
do know that she enjoys Demon Slayer, and Demon Slayer people get decapitated as a means of that is how you're supposed to kill them.
oh, well, there you, it is
That's
the
like,
anime then.
yeah,
Damn. Well,
I'm
if you'd like
flabbergasted.
to, if you'd like to get in touch, you can email us at theuncannyvalleypod@gmail.com. We're at the Uncanny Valley Pod on Instagram. If you leave a 5-star
Not the AI
review,
one.
I'll hunt it down. I'll read it.
We're the one with the cool artwork, not the AI Uncanny Valley pod.
Yeah, you'll. It's the same artwork as what you're looking at. You'll be able to find it if you try, and then we'll reward you. We'll read your message live on air. I do have a pick for next week. It's your backup pick, basically. We're doing Krampus this week.
Oh, you're continuing. I thought first you were going to pick some fuck shit. I'm excited for that. Are we
Mm.
going to do the extra naughty cut? Or
Yeah, let's do it. I'm not even sure I've seen that.
I don't know,
So
but I don't know if I'm going to be able to find that online. I might have to go snooping for a Blu-ray of it.
I
Oh,
have a
maybe
4K from Scream Factory, which
I
I'm
was literally
excited to
going to
look
say
at.
I might try and get the 4K of it.
It's
Oh, and
I
if
love
you've got the
Krampus.
Screen
It's
Factory, you can get like all the little behind the scenes info.
Yeah, well, that's kind of half of why I picked it, because then I'll just peruse that Blu-ray and see what's up with the special features. Have a little more trivia next time.
Hell yeah. You have anything
Excited
else
for
to
that.
close this
I
out?
really like that.
I think that's what else is there to say?
Not much. I think everything that needs to be said about Gremlins has been said before this podcast even started.
My own little
But it
gizmo's
was a
going
great
ham
watch.
at his cage. I'm going to have to go entertain him before I go to bed.
Oh
As we
no.
were as we were talking earlier, he climbed up on my hand, fell off, and then freaked out that he fell off and then ran and hid in the corner.
Great. This
He
is
didn't like
Pickle's
hurt
hamster
himself.
for anyone who's not up.
Yeah, Theodore. Do you know what's funny? Name supposed to be Oreo, but the handwriting at the Pets at Home shop was so bad, but I thought it said Theo. And he's like he looks like Theodore from Alvin and the Chipmunks, so I don't know why they called him Oreo, because he had a neighbour who was a black and white hamster. And I think
That's so
her
dumb.
name, her name was Ariel.
What? They don't
I
know
know.
what they're doing.
He's a very precious little boy. He's an obscenely large boy.
People need to stop naming their pets after food. It's not as good as giving them human names.
I feel the end to say. Nah, I
I
think
think
he's
that's
just
it.
happy munching his munching his wheel.
Hell yeah.
Insightful closing thoughts from Theodore the hamster. Uh,
All right, we left the space. He didn't want to take it. Hope everyone has a
I,
great night.
woo! Oh, Theo.
Fucking hell. Is Theo okay?
Oh, oh my God! He gave me a heart attack. No, he was doing his own thing, and I touched, and then he got a jump scare, and then that jump scared me,